So you all know that I'm very growth oriented. And so in an effort to become a better me, I'm kind of always looking for ways to improve myself and also to become the person that I'm looking for so that I can be recognized, amongst the masses as someone that stands out and has something different. And I feel that way already, but it's always good to just improve that, to become more authentic, to become more me, become more you. Anyway, I was watching a video today by Pastor Michael Todd, and there was something that really stood out to me and that I learned, and that there is a difference between honesty and transparency. Honesty is usually something that a truth that you give up. And it's usually a factual, it's very simple or whatever. Normally, you don't necessarily share a lot of details, but transparency is when you're just sharing without being prompted or asked many questions. You're just kind of letting your thoughts flow with the other person or people, if you will. I looked up the definitions of being honest and also of being transparent. And being honest is free of deceit, untruthfulness, it's sincere. Let's see, transparent is having thoughts, feelings, or motives that are easily perceived. And let's see, a lot of people won't tell the truth until they're asked. And so we have to ask ourselves, what truth are we giving up? And when you are able to be completely transparent with someone, then you can step into a space where actual accountability dwells. I've noticed in my past that I've gotten like really, really upset sometimes when someone, I ask a question and someone, gives me an answer, gives me a very short answer, but I also notice that I'm detail oriented. And sometimes I will pry or, kind of prompt more or ask more questions to prompt more details because maybe I'm trying to make a decision or maybe I'm trying to get the full story just so that I can make a proper assessment. And some people are very very to the point. They only give you, a couple of details and they just are like, it's simple or whatever. But I noticed in my more flourishing relationships and friendships that there was more transparency. And it's because we just flowed and talked with each other and shared the good, the bad, and the ugly. And then we were able to make, just normal, well-rounded assessments of what is going on in our lives, and also sometimes to share advice, sometimes to make decisions, to help each other make decisions, or to talk through, some challenge or whatever. I once had a chat with a man pretty recently, and I asked him what did he value most in other people, and he shared that he valued integrity, and so he asked me the same thing. And although I greatly value integrity because it is paramount in my life, my job, the way I process things, and also just, my heart, conviction wise, I realize that sometimes I like to know details because I want to get to the bottom of things. And that part is the accountability. So I told him that I actually value accountability in people. So the accountability kind of goes with the transparency, because when someone feels accountable to something, then they're not going to hide the details or a specific detail that kind of makes it a kicker or, doesn't tell the whole story. They're not going to hide those parts. And then when you have the accountability and the transparency, it's going to create a safe space. It's going to create a lot of trust. And you're also just going to be able to be yourself with other people that you really care about. So anyway, I encourage you to grow your transparency element within yourself, to not only be honest, but learn how to be transparent and be okay with the accountability piece. And sometimes that's not going to be comfortable, but since you want to grow, there will be more accountability, not only to yourself, but to the Lord and to those around you that you want to remain close to. and to work with. Anyway, I hope that has served you well. God bless.